I think it's special for, especially in hockey, to have the separation between the girls and the boys, and there's not a lot of all-girls hockey, learn the skates, learn to play, so it's a great environment for them to come out, be together, have fun. You know, I have a 3-year-old son. He's a little bit rambunctious, he's a little bit intense, so the girls are intense, but in a different way, and I think they just feel a little bit more comfortable, so it's fun to see such a good group that we've had this year and have them have fun together.
So I grew up in Maine, so I kind of did these little clinics when I was little, and I remember skating with women's hockey, ice hockey players, and it was so fun. I remember learning to skate literally in Alphon, so being able to teach kids to skate is kind of coming full circle from when I learned to skate here, so I love doing it. It's so much fun. I'm losing my voice doing it, but it was a lot of fun.
There wasn't a lot of girls teams, but there was one big team that we really did look up to, and they always had events, and our whole team would go, and it'd just be super fun. So,
but definitely, just because it's girls, it gives you this girl power kind of thing. It's fun to see that these younger girls want to come here and try and skate, you know, and they look up to us. So, you know, it's always nice to be as a role model, and you know, make them see that, you know, it's possible and you can do it no matter what.
Yeah, the players are amazing. You know, we do 3 different clinics every week to learn to play, and then we do something Tuesday and Wednesday, and the girls have been amazing. Obviously, they set a great example. We also have the local youth hockey groups help out, and they've been amazing. So it's been a really good relationship between us and the youth hockey. I mean, I think if you can keep 3 to 5-year-olds out on the ice for an hour and laughing, you've done a really good job. And you know, it's very different than any other sport. You can walk and run, but you got to learn how to skate to play the sport. So getting them on the right foot in a really good environment, I think, is key to keep them in the game.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
What motivates us at Casilla?
I want to help our customers recycle as much as possible.
Because I care about the environment and how our company impacts our towns.
And at Casilla Organics, we find new uses for all sorts of materials.
It's hard work.
But I'm helping people every day.
And that makes me feel like part of the community.
A community I care about. So I do everything I can to sustain the resources of our environment.
Casilla, dependable, caring people, part of your community.
What makes a legacy? It takes more than bravado, more than your attitude, or the face you show to the world. Your legacy is your story. The place you carved for yourself in history, and who you helped along the way. The actions you take to earn it. The things you do even when the sun isn't around to see them. Our legacy, helping you build yours. Visit FisherPlows.com or your local dealer for more information.
3, 2, set, hit!
I'm John Lynch. I'm the Director of Sports Performance at the University of Maine. I've been here for going on 5 years now, and first came in as an assistant strength and conditioning coach for basketball and assisted with football. Worked with baseball, softball, track and field, and cross country. And since then, have been promoted to obviously the director and work as the head strength coach for football and oversee all the rest of the teams. So have a staff of 5, and we work with men's and women's ice hockey and the Alphon as well, and all the teams. So sports performance. I played football growing up, and I played baseball in high school, not in college, but I did play football in college, and that was kind of my go-to sport, I guess. And playing, got to a point where training was a little bit more exciting to me than actually playing football. And so it was kind of about that point when I knew that I want to be a strength and conditioning coach. And I didn't even know the job existed at first. And I was in my bachelor's degree is in health fitness, actually, and I graduated from Westfield State University. It's a Division III school. But I was training for football, and I was taking these classes in really just general physiology and anatomy and those types of things, and human performance, I guess. And I had a professor who was talking about being a strength and conditioning coach. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a real job? I didn't know that was a job, because I didn't play in Division I level, and I hadn't really been exposed to it. It's not, a normal 9 to 5 where it's like, okay, every day I'm going to get up at this time and I'm going to go through this routine and do these same things, and just it's a little bit monotonous. I think, while it may not be as as good for your body, maybe in a circadian rhythm type sense, I think it is a little bit more dynamic, and it allows you to kind of experience some different highs and lows in different places throughout the week. But yeah, and just in general, the week is a little bit, it's patterned, so week by week it's similar. But yeah, throughout the week, not any one day is really the same. And of course, there's always random student athletes who might want to talk about nutrition or do an extra body fat analysis, or just get some general advice. And honestly, those are some of my favorite times in the day. Like when student athletes will just come in and ask me a question about a program, then I know they're interested. And that's my wheelhouse, because I just want to talk about the philosophy that goes into it and all the things that we think about when we put certain exercises and rep schemes together. So yeah, more or less that's a day. Yeah. I'm the only one with football, so there's not a whole lot of interaction with other full-time coaches. So which is one thing that I would like to have. I think it'd be, obviously if you have more staff members, 3 heads or 4 heads are better than 1. So that's a situation that we get into at times where, if I have things that I really am unsure about, I can always reference Coach Marshall or Coach Payton or Coach Murray. And Marshall primarily because he's sitting right next to me most of the day. And so him and I talk about philosophy and training techniques and things like that. In a program like this, it's important to give the coaches the ability and the autonomy to do the things that they've been educated to do. And so, we meet and we talk about what we have going on and kind of what works for one coach, and why it works and what their intent is, and in particular to their sport. But in general, there's a few things. So at the very root of it, we all train the human body. And so what's the human body required to do on an energy system basis, on a sport-specific basis, and in general, relating to the sport. So what's the energy system of the sport? What movements are involved in that sport? What's the biometrics involved in that sport? Like, for example, most of your basketball players are quite tall, so long torsos, long femurs, long humerus, the extremities that are quite, large. And, most women's soccer players are a little bit more compact, because simply within their sport, those are the type of body types that are predisposed to being, to having an advantage. So we talk about those types of differences and what we see, and how to best adjust a training program to get the accommodations we're looking for. I think the most rewarding part of my job is being able to provide a philosophical outlook to athletes and really get people to understand that the only thing that matters is where they are today. The only thing that matters is what they're going to do with the opportunity they have. And I think when people can grasp onto that and say, you know what, it doesn't matter that I wasn't recruited to a Power 5 school. It doesn't matter that this was my only offer, and so that's why I'm here. What does matter is when you get here and you realize that the family that we have, the bond that we have, the adversity that we all have, because everybody at this university has been in a corner, has been backed into a corner at some point. And those are the things that kind of bring out your true colors. And so for me to be able to, talk to our athletes and be on the same page with them, in those regards, and say, hey man, this is what we're looking for today. But don't forget about these other things. Like we're in a workout right now, one of the things we've been saying is, what's your why? Why'd you walk in this door today? Why'd you walk in? Why are you wearing that logo? You know, and understand that, you know, when you do wear it, that your body's on a lease. Your body's on a lease to that program for 4 or 5 years, you know, and the decisions you make don't just affect you. They affect everybody around you, and that's what team sports are about. You know, that's what that bond is about. That's what growing together and kind of going through it with your teammates is about. So the off season's the time to do that, and the in season's the time to reflect on that and make things happen. But you know, the most rewarding thing certainly I think is you know, winning when those things fall into place. You know, seeing the manifestation of what you made and what those athletes made because, you know, you worked together on it, because you figured out what it was that they were going to connect with, and then they did, and then they connected with each other because of it. And so the bond that you make certainly, and those are the types of things that get you success, not just in sports, but in any aspect of life.
When Girl Scout ingenuity meets Dunkin' coffee, you get a cup of can-do. Girl Scout cookie-inspired flavors are at Dunkin'. Try Thin Mints and Coconut Caramel today. And get a medium latte or cappuccino for $2 from 2 to 6 p.m. America runs on Dunkin'.
Take the guesswork out of creating your new kitchen or bath with help from the design professionals at Hammond Lumber Company's Kitchen, Bath, and Flooring Center. Bring in your own ideas or get inspired by Hammond's complete in-store showroom displays. Hammond's designers can show you several variations on your project with accurate 3D renderings. Hammond's design services are included when you purchase your materials from them, and of course, delivery is free within striking distance of any Hammond location statewide. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Do you know your main dairy farmers? Chances are we're a lot like you. We are parents, grandparents. We are small business owners. We are a part of our communities. We are your neighbors. We are undeniably dairy.
This Dunkin' latte is crazy delicious. I want to remember everything about this moment. The rich espresso, the pillowy foam.
What about me? It's just weird that I'm not in there.
Try our medium lattes and cappuccinos for $2 from 2 to 6 p.m. at Dunkin'.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
If you ask an 18-year-old kid coming out of Philadelphia that he was going to grad school one day, never in my mind. It was like all NFL, football. I was one of those guys, and school was like, I'm good at school. I can manage to stay afloat. So, but injuries happen, life happened, and it just took me different pathways, and I started loving the things I started doing. So, started taking academics way more seriously. I attended grad school my last year playing football, actually. So that was my first year, and I talked to Lauren, my former advisor, and she was like, "Yeah, you know, you graduated." And I was like, I thought it was because I redshirted. I was like, everybody do like the 5-year plan. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So. I was like, athletics is still paying for it. Why not with a grad school? Let me just give it a shot. So I did it. Coach Chase can back me up for this. I was stressed out. A lot of times I was used to read on the airplanes, the hotels, and I'm happy I did it because I learned a lot about myself, where I can handle stuff at, how far I can push myself academic-wise, and managing football, athletics, schoolwork, everything. So taking care of my body, you gotta read, stuff like that. So it's really helped me push myself more in life. I got a graduate assistantship in the Office for Diversity and Inclusion, and I oversee the Multicultural Student Center. I started off there my sophomore year. I actually just got an email because the MLK breakfast, and he was looking for like an athlete to do it. And I was like, I love public speaking. It's a good way of networking and meeting new people. So I went over there, never saw the place ever in my life, didn't know where it was at. And ever since, it was like I've been dibbing and dabbling, going in and out of the center throughout my undergrad, just trying to do things, stay afloat, and just stay connected there. But I really got started my sophomore year when I did the MLK breakfast, and ever since it was like, I loved it there, and it was like a good community and good ways to find new resources on campus. Coming from, like I said, coming from Philadelphia and coming to the whitest state in America is like a culture shock. For a young 18-year-old going to class, being the only black person in class can be very hurtful and can really hurt somebody, their growth and education-wise. But just having a center like that really brings awareness in a community where you can go to and feel, oh, I'm not other all the time. I have somewhere to go, I have resources and stuff like that. So that really helped me a lot. And for athletic-wise, I came over because like I'm in this position. I have a background, I have athletic background, and I know we are the most diverse group on campus with international students as well. So we house all minoritized students and stuff like that. So I really just wanted to give back to that, so students want to feel other and don't have nowhere to go. Because I tell everybody, you can stay in the locker room only so much. Like it gets annoying, and you want to meet other people. You want to start learning about yourself, networking, and getting out in the community. So I really encourage everybody to come over. Like last semester, I had Kayon, Taji, Kwan, a lot of seniors from last year came over. They just eat lunch there. That's all I'm telling them. You don't gotta come and just, all you gotta do is come chill, watch TV, eat your lunch, and just have fun and do stuff like that. I'm not coming over to tell you guys just join programs, join clubs. Just there's a nice lounge area where you just come and relax. We offer different resources like tutoring, writing center comes. We have different programming, so career center. So partnership is really big for our center. We partner with a lot of centers. So the Bogwell Center, they're really big on mentoring, volunteering. They have a food pantry, which is very helpful to know for athletes because myself in the summertime, you know, it's hard to find food. So food insecurity is a big thing here on campus. If we didn't know that, resources right there. We also have two other centers. So we have the Rainbow Resource Center and we have the Intersectional Feminist Resource Center. So we all work hand in hand together. My day-to-day, I usually walk in around like 10 o'clock. I have meetings, so just trying different programs. So Black History Month is our next thing coming up for February. So right now we're having different meetings trying to plan how to get funding, what is the day is going to be like, who's speaking at certain events, when it's going to be, what food do we need, and really so when students come in, offering the resources that we need. So if somebody's looking for the Career Center, if somebody need help with Writing Center, Bogwell, so just really just being there for the students, offering them the resources on campus and really just try to help them the best way I can. For me, I want to leave this place better than I found it. So I don't want the next minoritized student coming in and don't feel like they have a community to go to or they don't know where to go or resources and stuff like that. So for me right now, my platform, I really want to bring our centers up to date and really bring the awareness and attention. So one goal for me is athletics having campus tours, and they come through our centers because as a parent, you will feel safer and more comfortable. Oh, my child has the Rainbow Resource Center they can go to. My child has the Intersectional Feminist Resource Center they can go to. They have the Multicultural Student Center they can go to. So as a parent, you could feel more at ease because some people come 9 hours, 12 hours, 8 hours away and just their parents don't know all the time what this man is like. So having those resources for them can be very helpful and, like I said, at ease for parents. So just having all this for students to know about and how to find us and what can we offer as well. I'm big on spreading the love. So spreading the love, like I said, I have a background, I have a platform. I was always said to athletes back in the day, well, back in the while, I sound old back in the day, but back in my undergrad days, just spreading the love. We have a platform, we have a network, we always got cameras on our face, so really try to use that. I come from athletics, so I still know you guys over here, so just really trying to bring that awareness that we need over there for student life and all our other centers. So just bringing that attention, so why not use my background to shed light on the programs and the centers and the Career Center, the Bogwell Center, Intersectional Feminist Resource Center, the Rainbow Resource Center. So why not spread my love? I can't keep it all to myself for the Multicultural Student Center. There's other centers that need it and we partner with everybody else, so why not spread the love? So that's the biggest thing for me, to feel that other centers are getting the much needed attention because every student needs those centers and everybody needs community. So that's the big way I want to push and just make sure everybody is getting the proper resources and attention that they need.
Hi, this is Mike Toole of Clear Point Capital, and welcome to the Black Bear Money Minute. Today we're going to talk about the difference between stocks and bonds. First of all, stocks represent ownership of companies. They can be categorized as large cap, small cap, growth, value, or dividend-paying stocks, each with their own different degrees of risk and return. They're traded on exchanges such as the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. Then there are bonds. Bonds are debt or a promise to repay. They're issued by the federal government, states, municipalities, and corporations, and their value moves inverse to the level of interest rates. In a balanced portfolio, you'd own both. What's the right combination for you? Give us a call. We'll help you figure it out.
So room 314 is my office here at the Multicultural Student Center, located on the 3rd floor. Everybody needs to know it's the 3rd floor. So some of my personal awards and stuff like that. I keep trying to, the glory days, I say. Every day I write our weekly agenda we have down, the staff needs to do. I try to sign about their names and stuff like that. Everybody has like a different program they're creating, and everybody's in charge of different roles. So here just reminds me of their staff roles, so everybody know each day they come in, they know what they're doing, and have things like that. Some more of my memory lane stuff. So me and Drew from last year winning the title. That was very a big moment and everything. A team photo of the championship. So just a little reminiscent stuff like that. Just the desk area where all the magic happens, I think. So, so walking into the lounge. So our lounge is staffed from 10 to 7 with student workers. So hopefully they'll be here sooner or later. But we have I presume the biggest TV on campus out of the lounge, but don't hold me to that. But we got cable, we have Disney Plus, we have Netflix, anything you need, we can get it for you. Try to get it the best way possible. Student workers will sit here at their desk, so you can walk in, you won't see a student worker. They'll let you know what we have going on for the day, different programs. Popcorn is one of our biggest attractions, so around like the noon time, we usually pop popcorn and try to bring that aroma, that smell in here so everybody can smell it and just come up to the 3rd floor and things like that. Good couches, a lot of students come in to sit down, relax, and sleep and stuff like that. Also on Mondays, we have the writing center that comes in. The writing center comes in, so you sign up by appointment and things like that, but it's usually in my office. It's really helpful, so if students don't want to go over to Neville Hall, I think that's where the writing center is at. They just come over here once a week and they have writing appointments. We also can find you different tutoring as well, so if you need a tutor, we can help you with that, try to locate a tutor for you. One thing that we have coming up tomorrow is a 2020 vision program, so write all your goals and everything down for the semester or the year that you want to do. Also, every last Thursday of the month, we have the writing center come in, work on cover letters, how to handle interviews, resumes, how to send proper emails and things like that. So we do it actually a lot. We got some new artwork on the walls that we just painted. So everything in here is really new carpet, new painting, new paintings on the wall. We're big on art here, so follow me a little bit more. So one of our biggest goals for this semester is we're offering this whole entire wall to the student, $250 where you can win an award, where you can win this wall and you just write a mural. So what does diversity mean to you? So it's something to be eye-catching, so you walk up to the center, you see all the artwork, and yeah, we're offering $250. So if you want it, you need it, go see your books, rent, anything that you need, we got it right here. So just submit it to me, my email, and hopefully you win.